this is really interesting. This kind of deals with two different worlds, the book world and the movie world. So it was recently announced that Suzanne Collins, the author of the Hunger Games series, is actually doing another book called Sunrise on the Reaping. Now, this book is kind of another spin-off, just like the Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. That title's way too long. And so this one is super interesting because the book is getting released next year, 2025, March, I believe. And the movie has already been announced for November 2026. And I just want to give credit to Suzanne Collins because, one, that's a great deal. I hope you're getting paid well. But also, like, it just goes to show you how big this franchise is. I know a lot of people are saying young adult stories are dead. We had our time in 2012, 2013, but they're kind of dead now. But Suzanne Collins, she's really smart.
I mean, it just goes to show that the audience is hungering for more.
Oh gosh, please stop. I'm just so interested, like, how in the, like, to go that quickly and to have that confidence, I'm just super excited. I think it's one of Lionsgate's biggest draws, too. I don't know how well the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes did, but I know a lot of people enjoyed that movie. So it just really, like, fascinates me that we're going into the story already.
Yeah, now, is this a prequel? Or is it a sequel to what has already happened?
No, it's a prequel. So it's the 50th Hunger Games, and it's Haymitch's story.
So this is after Ballads of Songbirds and Snackies?
Yes.
Okay.
It's after that, but before Hunger Games. So the Hunger Games series took place at the 74th Hunger Games. Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes takes place in the 10th Hunger Games. So this is the 50th, and it's Haymitch. And if you don't remember, Haymitch is Katniss and Peeta's, like, coach, basically. So what happens in the 50th Hunger Games is there's double the amount of contestants. So instead of 24, I believe there's 48 contestants now.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So what we know, what we can get is that this movie is definitely going to be PG-13. It's definitely going to be kind of bloody and out there, but also really dive in. I think that's something that Suzanne Collins does. It's just what makes you human and, like, going into that a little bit more.
The key is here, though, they're really banking on this, the transition from book sales numbers transitioning into movie ticket numbers. And I'm not, how well did Ballad of Songbirds and Snackies do at the box office?
I don't have the exact number on me, but I know that it was rated highly, the movie. And so I believe the book came out a little bit beforehand. I don't think they had kind of the same deal as they have now with Sunrise on the Reaping. So I think it's a little bit different.
Okay, so it grossed $348.9 million worldwide. So it made its money back, and
a little lower than the other Hunger Games, but still, like, hey, movie franchises would be happy with that.
And it is like a $3.3 billion worldwide franchise, like, as a whole. So, I mean, I wouldn't be too surprised they're going this direction, but at the same time, it seems like as the movies go on, there's, like, that little bit of a decline more and more with each movie at the box office.
Yeah.
So it's an interesting decision to kind of already jump to decide to make the movie, but I'm not too surprised. It's not at a point where they're in the red, you know.
Yeah.
You know, no pun intended with Clifford and Scholastic. But, like, no, it's just they're at a point where they obviously are very confident still in this franchise and they can keep riding it out a bit longer. And who knows, depending on how this movie does, it might lead on to the next one. They might be able to keep this momentum going for a lot longer than, say, either of us think it could go.
Yeah, and I think it's so cool that Suzanne Collins is doing that and, like, kind of keeping this franchise alive. I do still think it has legs, and clearly it does. If people, like, the general public is super excited for this.